Najihah, what comes to your mind when I say national income equilibrium?
So, to the extent of my knowledge, national income equilibrium is a situation where there is no tendency for national income to change. And not to forget, the equilibrium shows a position of balance between total value of expenditure made by all sectors and total value of output produced.
Yes, that's right, Najihah. Next, we're going to move on to consumption function. Consumption can be defined as a spending by all households in the economy of goods and services that is being produced within the economy. As for the consumption function, shows the amount of household consumption or spending on goods and services at different level of disposable income. According to Keynes, there are two types of consumption, which are autonomous consumption and induced consumption. So, Jasmina, what do you think about autonomous consumption and induced consumption?
Autonomous consumption is the expenditure incurred by consumer if there is no income, while induced consumption is the expenditure incurred by consumer if there is an income.
That's correct, Jasmina. So, next, I will explain more about factors influencing the consumption. There are several types of factors influencing the consumption. First, expectation. Second, wealth. The third one is about price level. Interest rate. The last one is stock of durable goods. Consumer perceptions of the future will influence the current consumer spending. Expectation may include the future inflation rate or the possibility of being unemployed. This will increase the consumption function. Household wealth encompasses both real and financial assets such as cash, saving accounts, and pensions. When wealth accumulates and spending grows, it will resulting in an increase in consumption. Changes in price level tends to shift the consumption function by reducing or expanding the financial asset with fixed nominal value. When the price level increases, the real value of financial assets will decrease. This will result in less spending among the lower income group and any disposable income. A decrease in interest rate or loans will encourage the consumers to borrow more credit to finance their expenses. So, when interest rate increase, it will discourage the consumption. During the World War II, automobiles, washing machines or other durable goods were not produced. After the war, people rushed to purchase durable goods and this caused an upward shift in the consumption function. For saving theory, Keynes argued that saving is divided into autonomous saving and induced saving. Autonomous saving or de-saving is the part of savings not related to income. It occurs when there is autonomous consumption.
Investment is the money spent in businesses. There are two types of investment. The first one is autonomous, induced investment. This type of investment happens regardless of country's income level, which means when income stays or drops, the investment will continue to happen. It is usually influenced by government policy, interest rates, or expectation in the future. Autonomous investment stays the same, which is fixed or constant. This type of investment happens and changes based on the country's income level. When income increases, the business invests even more because they expect higher demand of goods or services.
So, now let's continue with Islamic consumption theory. What is Islamic consumption theory? According to Fahim Han, consumption divided by two, which is consumption expenditure for self and family and consumption expenditure for others. There are two guidelines on the spending pattern. First, the rational spending of wealth and price level. Second, God consciousness. Objectives of consumption is consuming sufficient economic goods for an efficient life and not to consume prohibited goods. Main objective is achieving a higher well-being of self in this world and in the hereafter. Next, there are 5 factors that influence Muslim consumer behavior. We have belief in the hereafter, al-falah principle, principle of wealth, consumption of goods and services, and also ethics of consumption. Now, we are going to look at each sector economy. There are 3 more sector economy. In two-sector economy, there are household and firms. Household will provide labor and other resources to firms, while firms pay wages, rent, interest, and profit to household. Household use this income to buy goods and services from firms. Households save part of their income while firms borrow for investment. Difference between two-sector economy and three-sector economy is there are government. Government will collect taxes from household and firms for government expenditure. Next, four-sector economy. For four-sector economy, we will add foreign sector. Firms sell goods or services to foreign to earn money. Household and firm buy goods or services from foreign. So, Farah, what do you know about inflationary gap and deflationary gap?
So, inflationary gap occurs when national income is higher than the full employment level. This causes by the spending way too much in an economy and the aggregate demand exceeds the available supply of goods and services. So, this will be resulting in the increasing price and the economy will be overheated. On the other hand, deflationary gap occurs when the national income below than the full employment level. This causes when the resources like capital and labor is not fully used and spending way too little. So, it will be resulting in the unemployment and the slower economic growth.
These are inflationary and deflationary graphs.